Hey guys, so today someone is claiming to know who the fourth DLC character is for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass. And no, I'm not talking about those random 4chan leaks that Vergiben recently shot down. Those really had no reason to be believed. I think one of them mentioned something was going to be disappointing, and I think people just latch on to disappointment as something that's easy to believe. But no, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about something totally different. The person claiming to know our next DLC fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a YouTuber called IAmShifty. And I know with a name like IAmShifty, it's like, can we trust this guy? But supposedly they've gotten some stuff right in the past. Now, I'm not too familiar with IAmShifty. When I went to check out this latest video, I actually noticed I was already subscribed to them, and I'm not subscribed to that many people, so they must have done something in the past that got my attention and made me subscribe, but I can't remember at all what that was. I'm totally blanking here. Anyway, some people over on Sabi's Discord are claiming that this person has in fact gotten some pretty significant things correct in the past. Specifically, IAmShifty has supposedly called Ken, Incineroar, and Isabelle in the past. Now, those were all already leaked by Vergiben, but IAmShifty did say Isabelle would be the next fighter before Isabelle was the next fighter revealed, so that's somewhat significant. But the two really major things they supposedly have called is that they actually called Piranha Plant, of all characters, and Marx as a boss. Now, those are pretty unique things to IAmShifty. I didn't hear that many people calling those things. Piranha Plant was, I think, called on a few, I think there was a Reddit post that said that, maybe one 4chan post, but they were really glanced over. Most people didn't believe it at all, and I hadn't heard anybody call Marx as a boss. So supposedly multiple people over in Sabi's Discord are aware that Shifty has called things. Here's a post that says, Sabi, truth be told, I already know Shifty. He has leaked Marx as a boss, Isabelle, Ken, Incineroar, and Piranha Plant as the characters. I was also shown this old direct message conversation from the Fiery Scar 91, and this is back on October 31st of last year. It says, Piranha Plant? Yeah, he got to be trolling. My eyebrows have ascended into the galaxy. This is some kind of joke. I know, right? Apparently, some of these people in Sabi's Discord have in fact seen IAmShifty call these specific things. So while I can't dig up the proof myself, there's a lot of people backing up that this person is pretty credible. So who is the fourth DLC character that IAmShifty is saying we're going to get next? If you don't want that spoiled just in case they're right, I suggest shutting off this video right now. So if IAmShifty is to be believed, their latest video is claiming the next DLC character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. I'll leave a link in the description of this video so you can go check out IAmShifty's video about Ryu Hayabusa. Ryu Hayabusa has been speculated for a while now. He was part of the 5chan leak, he was part of Google theory, and Tecmo getting a rep has been something a lot of people have been thinking might happen. Tecmo's already in the credits for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's a Fatal Frames character as one of our assist trophies, so Tecmo getting a rep as one of our DLC has been something a lot of people have been thinking, and Ryu has been sort of a front runner for that. Ninja Gaiden goes way back to the NES. It's one of those big classic NES games. Seems like someone that might actually get into Smash. If Ryu does happen, that'd be pretty cool in my book. I've wanted a katana user for a while in Smash. I know everybody does want more sword users, but we actually don't have anybody who uses a katana, so I would think that would be pretty cool. Be cool to see Ryu fight against Sheik and Greninja and have a whole ninja theme thing going on. I think he'd be a pretty awesome character to add to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, whether or not IAmShifty is correct about this one, I have no idea. I'm just going off of the fact that multiple people are telling me that this person is fairly credible and that they called pretty impossible to call things like Piranha Plant and Marx as a boss. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going off of, just what I'm hearing. So I can't personally say that Ryu is definitely going to be the next character. I'll wait till I hear from someone really credible like VR Plant or something, but this is the character IAmShifty is claiming will be announced next. Now, when will we get a new character announcement? Well, my guess is whenever we get another Nintendo Direct. My guess for a while now has been that it'll probably happen sometime in September. A lot of people are saying that. There's a lot of evidence pointing to that. And we got a little bit more evidence today. Emily Rogers over on Reset Era said today, date may have changed, so please be gentle, but I'm pretty sure it's next week. First week of September. Covers autumn through winter games, September 2019 through March 2020. Like some people mentioned earlier, they would need to have the Direct before TGS. TGS stands for the Tokyo Game Show that starts Wednesday, September 11th and goes until Sunday, September 15th. The Nintendo Direct being as soon as next week does kind of make sense to me. We had those SKUs found for a bunch of Switch games in the GameStop inventory, and we're starting to get quite a few Switch games that have either been announced or leaked that could fill up those spots. We have that Aladdin and Lion King collection coming out. We had the Overwatch Switch case, which almost certainly points to Overwatch coming out, and Verjaben is saying Overwatch is coming. We have Samurai Showdown coming out in Japan on December 12th. We just got some evidence Call of Duty Modern Warfare could be coming to Switch, as over on the Call of Duty website, you can now add a Nintendo account to the networks. And Doom 64 got rated in Australia recently. This doesn't necessarily mean Doom 64 is coming to Switch, but it could mean that. So usually when bits and pieces of information start to trickle out like that, when GameStop system adds a bunch of blank spots for Switch games, that does generally mean we're going to get some Nintendo news fairly soon. So getting a Nintendo Direct next week wouldn't surprise me at all. We also got some new interesting news regarding Amiibo theory. Amiibo theory is basically whenever we get a wave of Amiibos, 4 days later, we tend to get a DLC character released. This happened in April with Joker. We got an Amiibo wave, and then 4 days later, Joker was released. It happened in July with Hero. We got an Amiibo wave. 4 days later, Hero got released. And our next wave of Amiibos are September 20th, so a lot of people are thinking that Banjo might get released September 24th. Well, the new information was brought to my attention by The Lost Echo, and they wrote, "Hey Papa, those dates for those Amiibos have changed. They changed to November 29th, which is a Friday, and the buy tab has changed to a pre-order tab. I believe their release dates haven't been announced yet. Simon still isn't posted. I think November 29th is the actual date." So what they're talking about is a little while back, some Amiibos got posted up on the Amazon UK page. This was the wave that happens after that September 20th wave. This is the wave that has Incineroar, Chrom, and Simon. Chrom and Incineroar were put up on the page. Simon still isn't up there. But when Incineroar and Chrom were first put up on the page, it said they would be in stock on November 15th. That is now changed to November 29th. I tweeted about this earlier. I said the release dates for the Incineroar and Chrom Amiibos on Amazon have switched to November 29th. They were listed as releasing November 14th before, if I recall correctly. Apparently I didn't recall correctly. I think it was November 15th now that I'm looking at the image. But there they are, pictures of Incineroar and Chrom from Amazon, and it says this item will be released on November 29th, 2019. Pre-order now. So if Amiibo theory is to be believed and that pattern continues past this September Amiibo wave, it's possible that our fourth DLC fighter could come at the end of November or the beginning of December here, shortly after November 29th. And then finally, I just want to point out one thing real quick that has to do with Geno. So over on Twitter at Wiggy Wobbles, or Totally Tingular, I like that name, Totally Tingular is awesome. Anyway, they wrote, "Has anybody noticed the Piranha Plant from Mario RPG has the exact same pot as the Piranha Plant in Smash? And if you look at the images, yeah, that Piranha Plant from Super Mario RPG does have that little hole, like nook divot in the bottom of the pot, and it is two different colors. The lip of the pot is a different color than the base. That's very similar to Piranha Plant in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, I'm not totally sure if that's like a reference to Mario RPG or if it's just how, plant pots look, but I did think it was kind of odd that Piranha Plant's default costume has a potted plant, when usually when I think of Piranha Plant, I think of, them coming out of a warp pipe. So, yeah, it's a little interesting that that is something that happens in Mario RPG. So that's everything I want to talk about in this video. Obviously, the biggest news, the possibility that Ryu Hayabusa may be our DLC fighter number 4, if IAmShifty is to be believed. And then we also have the possibility of getting a Nintendo Direct in the very near future. And if the Nintendo Direct is as soon as some people are claiming, like this week, sometimes a week beforehand is when characters start to leak. So maybe that's why IAmShifty is suddenly hearing about Ryu Hayabusa. Who knows? If you guys have any thoughts or comments about any of the stuff I talked about in this video, leave them below. So once again, thank you guys for all the subscribes, all the likes. It really helps out the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, or like the video, or leave a comment, whatever you want. Until next time, have a good one.